Welcome back everyone, I'm Setharoth and today we are diving into a new playthrough. This is going to be a treasure hunter centered build. We've created a character called Michaela Jones. We'll call it Indiana's niece for the lack of better name ideas. This playthrough was inspired by some of the comments on your guys' on my spell research showcase. Namely, some of you guys wanted to see spell research used live, as well as a deep dive exploration of it. So I am doing a deep dive, and then as I was exploring spell research, I found a couple of ways to make it more difficult and more immersive, and because I am a glutton for punishment, I decided to implement them all in one playthrough. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be challenging. I've also added in some dungeon overhauls so you guys don't get bored feeling like you're running through just vanilla Skyrim. And that being said, let's dive in.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
So we're going to go with camping in the woods.
The woods can be so
because one of the
peaceful this time of
caveats
year.
that I'm
Good
going to
hunting.
create for this character is this is inspired a bit more by the fur trappers of the 1800s, in that we're going to be learning magic with very little interaction with the College of Winterhold. So one of the perks of spell research is you can actually learn up to master level spells without having to actually do the quests or anything like, or even going to the College of Winterhold. We may eventually have to go there for like quests and stuff, but other than that, yeah, we're gonna be fine. So we're gonna pick the deity Zenithar because I found a combination of God and Standing Stone that does some very interesting things if you're creating a treasure hunter type build. So we're going to start with prayer and healing. We got conjure familiar, flames, and we're not going to worry about Mantis because of some of the other challenges that I'm adding to this playthrough, which we're going to discuss shortly. First off, let's go ahead and level up. This is probably the first thing you'll notice because my skills have been drastically reduced. Not reduced, but you'll notice these ones that are orange, yeah, they won't get any higher until I level up as a character. This is the first change that I've added into my new load order. This is a mod called Experience. Basically, it separates leveling up your skills from leveling up your character. Your character will only level up when you gain experience by unlocking new locations, completing quests, and reading books. Those are the only ways to level up your character. So my other skills are all capped, right? If I were to get restoration up to 30, I couldn't get it up any higher, and I would stay at level 3. And I just heard something enter my inventory. Hide Helmet of Victory added. This is one of the beautiful perks of the Lover's Stone. If you do the Andromeda playthrough, or the Andromeda mod, you just randomly get enchanted items. Since I'm also using Summer Mist, I have there's over 200 different types of enchantments in the game. Basically, I've tested this playthrough for at least 6 hours, maybe 7, and I had still barely scratched the surface of what you can get as far as like enchantments and that sort of thing. Like, I still hadn't gotten them all by a long shot. Anyway, Hide Helmet of Victory, so we're going to take less damage the more hurt our enemies are, which will help because our armor is going to be very limited, and I'm still using all the combat mods that I was using in Undeath, so this is going to be challenging. And I will definitely take 10% resistance to magic because life happens, or the unlife, given the challenges we are going to be facing. So we're going to go ahead and start with the, I guess I should introduce, this is the Rudy EMB. In concert with Ominous Weathers or Obsidian Weathers and True Storms, which is a fantastic combination. If we keep moving along here, we should find some good God Rays. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. That's what you want in your Skyrim game. Ah, that looks beautiful. All right, moving on. So we're going to kick off the initial quest line. I feel like it's the easiest way to show you guys a playthrough in a context you'd be familiar with, because we've all done the vanilla quest line. Even if you're using alternate start, you still have the the main quest line that you have to hop into. So this seems like a good start. I have found they're called revised, like dungeons revised. So like Ember Shard Mine revised or revisited. That's what it's called, revisited. And it basically adds in an entire expansion to those quests and to those dungeons. So we're going to be adding those in as well. And let's see, I think there's one more mod that we're going to, Slave Trader Report. That's based out of Ember Shard Mine. Might as well unlock that quest as well, just to give us a little more experience. Now, we've got a bit of a run to get to the standing stones. Oh, no, we're going to discover them, not use them. I got to remember that, because we still desperately need the Lover Stone to stay in our repertoire. But we are going to enable the hotkey for spell research. And since we have quite a run ahead of us, now's a really good time to start importing. You'll want to do this in a quiet place outside of combat, because the menu will pop up in your face, and that can be kind of jarring if you're fighting for your life. I have picked the Breton as the race for this playthrough, because when you're doing a treasure hunter and a mod that rewards you for exploration, picking a race that needs to discover all 10 standing stones, or 10 of all the standing stones, in order to unlock their racial power, just made a lot of sense. It just works, story-wise. That's the first one. We're going through Dawnguard next. Okay, let me just check my quests here. All right, so I don't think we're gonna be meeting Morgaine anytime soon, but we're gonna go ahead and head towards the standing stones just to unlock them. We need 10 of them to get the next Breton ability unlocked, which shouldn't be too bad, because we are going to be using carts and fast traveling where appropriate. Let's see. One of the other caveats I've added into this playthrough is I've added a mod that removes all spell tomes from both loot and vendors. It wasn't a complete process, because I am using the Odin spell pack, which rewrites a lot of the vanilla spells. I like its work. I haven't done a showcase on it yet, but I might use this playthrough to do just that. The only downside is that there wasn't a patch for the Odin spells. Like the vanilla ones that are rewritten, those got pulled out of the game just fine. Some of the Odin spells didn't. So if an Odin spell drops, I'll probably just learn it. Or maybe if I'm feeling stubborn, I'll ignore it and just keep on playing. So one or the other, we'll see what happens. But we're going to go ahead and make sure we're happy with Zenithar. Once we've got some items, and particularly a tent, then I will show you guys a powerful combination of the Lady Stone and Zenithar. But for now, let me see. Just trying to check my difficulty settings here, make sure I don't make this incredibly difficult. Let's start with Adept level difficulty for now, because we're basically a mage with not only very few spells, but we can't find any. We're going to have to discover basically all of them. I don't know if this playthrough is going to last long enough to actually apply that, but that's what we're hoping for. Okay, so we are going to head to our Ember Shard Mine first, because where else are you going to go? And I think for this first playthrough, I'm going to walk you through this first dungeon, which has been revised to make it longer and more involved. There we go. As you can see, Odin's familiars are a little tankier. They didn't die like first thing. Oh! But second thing. Okay, so the familiar is a little tankier, but not a whole lot, so it's a little more reliable, but not overwhelmingly so. Weight-wise, we're not too bad in the carry weight department. Let's go ahead and grab some loot. And Iron Mace, might as well. Okay, let's see. So I did train this character in one-handed, just in case. When you first start out at spell research, particularly if you can't get any spells from loot, and particularly if you're using the mod Experience, this is such a fantastic mod, because I could level, let's see, if I were to use the cheat line, right? If I were to grab the command line and give myself 100,000 restoration experience, my character level would not change at all, right? And that would apply to any of these skills. So basically, I can raise any skill that I want and not affect my character level, which sounds, I don't know, for the power leveler in you, it might be like, what? I can't just pick 3 skills and power level myself to level 30 and then be a god among men? Not with this mod, no. However, it does slow down your character leveling so that you can be in that sweet spot, levels like 20 through 40, a lot longer. And you can actually create a character that uses all of these abilities, or at least a wider range of them. And your only real issue is perks. We're going to be a bit perk starved because we're going to be leveling up slower than you would in vanilla. But since we're going to be able to access a lot of spells and so on, we should still be fine. At least I've been able to survive thus far without dealing with anything too terrible. Let's go ahead and save again. So this is Ember Shard Mine. It's going to look pretty familiar, I would assume, since most of you have done the vanilla start. We're going to be using Flames and Conjure Familiar and Iron Mace in concert. You might be asking why I haven't actually started studying magic yet, since this is supposed to be a magic character. And the answer would be because I don't have a spell journal yet. I also don't have a means of studying magic. Let's do a little dancing here. Yep, go get her, Fido. There we are, okay. She's not paying attention to me, then we'll be okay. Because I have like 75 health. I do not have a lot in the health department. Okay, I think we're alright, very good. If it's just 1 pound and that's worth quite a bit, we'll go ahead and pick it up for looting purposes. Okay, I don't even have a wearable lantern right now, so... Ooh. I just got somebody's attention. There we go. Alright, keep him busy, Pluto. No, the dog is not really my best, but he's doing his job. He's pulling his weight. We're doing okay. And studded leather armor, that could be useful. I wonder if that is better than what I already got. It does not, but it looks a lot better, and that is sufficient for my tastes. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I think there might be someone sleeping down here. As you can see, Ember Shard has gotten an upgrade. Once again, these mods are called Revisited. There we go. So if you're looking up on the Nexus, just Dungeons Revisited, and it'll bring this puppy up. It hits all of the dungeons that it affects are either in the initial quest line or around Whiterun, which is kind of nice. It bulks up your vanilla playthrough. Not vanilla, but your main quest line, right? That's funny, just trying to hide the body in the bush, and the bush isn't big enough. Okay, I'm definitely saving as I go through here because I've had some bad experiences. Although I haven't activated Obis's bandit generator yet, and I don't know if I should. Because I am squishy, I'm in light armor, I'm using all the combat mods from earlier, and I don't have the undead army to make it more viable. So I have to be careful. Oh, you were sleeping. Oh, my mistake, sir. Oh, geez, that's a two-handed weapon. Goodbye, sir. Oh, okay. Oh, well, whew, okay. See, I'm going to have to use this T-dodge thing a lot more, and I'm still learning it. Whew, okay. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to have to focus a lot more on mobility than I did with my Necromancer, which is kind of my next thing I wanted to work on, is getting that tap thing right. I do like, I have this EMB lights. It's a particle generator mod, so that when I have spells in my hands, it actually provides a little bit of illumination, which I think is super immersive. Very nice. Let's see, what do we want to do next? I know I'm saving regularly, but I tried this before and I died so much because I wasn't used to not having like my armor spells. Keep in mind, you don't start with alteration. You have to actually discover alteration on your own, which is... it'll take a while, we'll put it that way. Unless I get really lucky in the loot department, it's going to take a while. Let's go ahead and just skirt on back here. That's right. Come to me, boys. Come to visit me on my friendly neighborhood rock trap. Oh, I picked the wrong... Okay. Oh, geez. Oh, that actually worked out rather well. Hiding. Rock trap. And... Okay. Killed my familiar, but I guess he's kind of resummonable anyway, so we won't really worry about that. And what you got for me, my friend? Antique sword. You have to watch out for these rocks. If you poke them at the wrong angle, it all comes crashing down on your character, and you could die. Okay, hide buckler, sure, why not? And, I mean, I have another mod so that when I go into... You might have noticed when I go into menu, it doesn't actually pause the game, which might seem like an odd choice, but it's very interesting to me because suddenly I can't just pause the menu and chug potions. And it feels more realistic, right? The bad guys don't usually just stop and let you eat 10,000 little apples in order to get your health back. They're usually a little more cold-hearted than that. So it's nice. It feels a little more immersive, and it keeps me on my toes and punishes me if I have too many items in my spell menu. Okay, so let's... Oh, well, there we go. We got some experience from that book. Okay, we've got another follower over here. The mage is going to be an issue, but okay, maybe we might be able to make this jump. And, come on. There we go. Woo! Alright. We've got just enough XP. Oh, can I line these guys up? There we go. 3 for the price of 1. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah.
That's the best you can do.
Oh, they brought their friend. Out of stealth, running. Oh, jeez. Okay. Whew. So that was almost showing off the bonus of the lever stone, because technically I did come back to life, but I was also pinned down and being brutally murdered. So not exactly the best start, but you see what I mean. I'm still very squishy. I can't just run down to Whiterun and pick all of my favorite starting spells. We're stuck in novice land, but because I am stubborn, we are going to complete this dungeon without any other accoutrements. Let's see if we can just grab these 2 guys real quick. And you are done, sir. Alright, that just leaves us this little friend that's swimming around in the dark. Where did he run off to? Oh, did he die? He did die. Give me loot, sir. I'm a treasure hunter. If you've got it, and it's light and expensive. That's the motto we're going for with this character. Is it light and is it expensive? Alright, now, the traditional dungeon route is to go that way, but now I have a... Actually, you know what? If we go this way, we can... Whoa, I heard something. Why did I hear something? Is there someone over here? Is there another... Is there a passage over here? Where is that red dot coming from? Huh. Is that the dungeon over... I don't think that's... Huh. Alright, guess we'll go this way. I forgot there's a side passage to take you into that underground river area, and we're gonna use that. Do I have my familiar with me? I do not. And I think we're gonna need him for this next little part. Hello? Anyone home? Oh, yep, definitely home. Oh crap, she's one of the OBS types that has more health than normal. And did I have just enough magicka? Yes, I did. Whew. Ah, that was close. Okay, oh, well that's... Please excuse the hovering axe. It's slightly unimmersive. But there we go. Okay, so this is our first treasure haul. So this is another mod that I've added in. Spell tomes are worth a lot more money. So you will actually be able to make a living making spell theses and spell tomes. You'll actually be able to make your own spell tomes. It'll just be a while until I'm capable enough as a caster to make like adept level tomes that will actually be worth enough money. But as you can see, this creates some interesting choices because clairvoyance is suddenly worth a lot more money than any novice spell has a business of being worth. But when you see how rare it is to find spell books, you'll understand why. However, this is also an illusion spell, and as you'll notice, I don't have an illusion spell yet, and that is the wrong menu. Yeah, there we go. See, I have no illusion spell, and when you're doing spell research, unlocking the school of magic, like, it's easy to unlock destruction, conjuration, restoration, because I already have those. Manatus is actually not included in the spell research mod, so I can't research this to unlock alteration spells. I'll have to figure one out the old-fashioned way. But we're definitely going to learn clairvoyance, because it will save you so much time just to have one spell that's already in that school. Trust me, it is not fun to be stuck. Let's see here. Okay, so these are for enchanting. You can use those to gain enchanting skill as well as to learn magical archetypes. We've got some gold. We've got some lovely loot. Avoid stagger. That's very useful for a mage. Less damage for power attacks. Increased magic. I definitely want that. Alright, Staff of Weakness. Could still be useful. We've got our first theses. Very nice. Oh, yeah, this is great for our conjuration spells. We can learn apprentice level Daedra. Yes, please. Okay, so this is one of those spells that comes with Odin, and you don't... I wasn't able to remove it with the no spell tomes in loot mod. So, it's another illusion spell. I am debating... I wasn't really picturing this as a stealth character, although we could certainly incorporate elements of stealth into her survival. Yeah, what the heck, we'll go ahead and learn it. There's only like a dozen Odin spells that will make it through without being caught, and we're not going to learn all of those, but I will learn the ones that just kind of fall into my lap, so why not? Although I'm not gonna... This isn't a stealth-based build, otherwise I would have gone with the high elf. And if I haven't learned from last time, we gotta save. We want to save pretty regularly just for the playthrough, so I can save you guys some trouble if things don't work. We're hoping to skip past these guys. That is not going to happen. I also put in a mod called Realistic AI Detection. Oh my gosh. Stealth is so much harder. Of course, the first one leading the pack is a freaking mage. Jeez. And we're going to leave now. Yeah, lightning, particularly at novice level, lightning just sucks. And you lose your magicka, you lose your health, and now I don't have... Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see. How are we going to do this? I'm going to need healing. We're going to go one-handed. Do I still have the rock trap? I still have the rock trap. Aha! One of the perks of having been killed. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Aha! Bask in the power of my deity. Wait, this is my standing stone. Forget I said that. Oh, wait, where's my healing? Give me my healing. Yes, okay. Whew, cover is good. Cover is good. Okay, so I think...
Tell you what, you
all right,
start
we can...
running, so I can stab you in the back.
Come on. These are combat mods, so you actually get a damage bonus if you can hit them while they're casting. Whew. Okay, that was exciting. All right, so looks like I've got one more to deal with. Way off in the distance here. I think we're going to go ahead and save. That's actually the first time I've gotten through that budge without dying, just because the OBS version of Obis bandits are quite a bit tougher than the average bear. Sometimes. I mean, obviously your bandits are still pansies, but they throw in a lot more variety for like vampires and mages and stuff that's really nasty. And since I'm using experience, leveling up a few points in one-handed actually won't break the proverbial bank. There we go. Go get her, boy. Go. She's over there. Go get her. That's the wrong way. No, you got to use the other. Fine. Do this myself. Well, if I'm going to do it myself, there. Now you go. Okay, there we are. There we go. All right. Hiya. This is why I have to conjure my allies, because I tend to set them on fire. Hopefully I'm grabbing like a different wolf spirit every time I cast. Bringing the same one back. It's like, come on, you set people on fire all the time. Why? Why me? Pick a different Daedra. Alright, so let's grab some loot real quick. We're not using I need because the amount of time that it takes to learn spells and spell research is already pretty involved. And if you also need to pray to your deity regularly, it can add up. You know, it can take a while. So we're not going to add in I need for this playthrough. Maybe I might add it in later on if things are going really well. But we shall see. And yes, I have very low lockpicking skill right now. But this is a novice lock, so hopefully we can get through this fairly easily. Come on. There we go. All right. Cha-ching. Gold. Iron. Tonto? No, thank you. Oh, there we go. Okay. We've got some theses. Not bad. Not bad. So as far as collecting theses go, there are 60 different archetypes, and you can train all of them up to master level. And there's 5 levels of difficulty. So if you do the math there, that means you've got about 300 different archetypes to study. But if you can get a higher level to study, so for example, if you learn an expert level theses, that will actually carry over and give you apprentice and adept and novice level experience as well. So you don't necessarily need a theses for each individual level of archetype. If you can grab the higher ones, then things become a little more doable. But now I'm trying to pick an adept level lock with only 11 lock picks. So come on. Oh no. Okay. How about the far left corner? Let's try that. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. My epically high level 5 lockpicking skill is gonna win the day. Oh, that's so close. Alright, so we were right here when it broke, so either we gotta go closer. Oh, let's try farther away. About right there. Come to daddy. There we go. Alright. Now, if you remember, I was trying to run away from the bad guys, and I ran into a 4th guy down here, and that's how I died. He cut off my retreat, and then they just beat the crap out of me. So that said, let's see if we can't get a little line of sight on whoever's down here. If we can take out guy number 4 first, and then his buddies, that would be easiest. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you think tapping on your shield makes you so tough, huh? Someone brought a shield to a magic fight. Get a lockpick for our trouble, very nice. Alright, now if we can just get some magicka back, I think we can handle the rest of these guys, because we were doing pretty good before. I really think so. Actually, if we can take out this guy before the mage chimes in. Oh no, there's the 3 from before. There we go. Alright, tap, tap, tap. Run, run, run. Set them on fire. Ooh! Alright, I need magicka. Ooh. Oh, okay. Whew, somehow we are making this work. I'm really glad I practiced this beforehand, though. We don't want to discuss how long it took me to get this to work in a regular, yeah. Just learning the limitations of being stuck on novice level spells with no armor, no access to a quick armor spell was interesting, particularly with my combat mods where they hit you harder if you're casting spells. It makes things much more challenging. But that's why we're here, because I'm a glutton for punishment, and I like to show you guys how mods work. So it's a great combination. It's going to be good. Let's see. I think that is actually the last of what this dungeon has to offer. I don't think there's any more loot here that is of interest to me. So let's go ahead and head out. We're going to get to, I think we'll go to Riverwood, and then we'll stop so that I can show you guys. It's going to take a while to look at the crafting, because we've got a lot to build. We've got a research journal we need to build. A travel lantern would be super helpful so that we can have a light source while we're just walking around. Some of these dungeons get pretty dark, so we're going to need that. And then I'd also like a tent, or at least a bedroll, so that I can do some camping in the middle of nowhere. Because if we have to, well, we might have to rest at an inn a few times. But I do have some gold saved up, so that shouldn't be a problem. One of the other things I like about this particular playthrough is we're going to have a lot of room to grow. Making our own cloak, our own backpack, our own... Yeah, I believe I have campfire in this one. Yes, I do. So there's a lot of room for growth. Suddenly finding wolves isn't an annoyance. It's a very important source of leather when you're first starting out in the game, which I think is realistic and quite immersive. And okay, so rule number 1, always freaking save. Hopefully, if I have my own familiar out, I should be able to take care of... I know there's a wolf pack here. I'd like to grab their leather before I get back into town. Alright, there we go. You, sir, are done. And okay, so at least we know that our familiar is tough enough to take out other wolves. That's cool. If I remember right, I think the vanilla familiar is much more feeble than that. There should be... Pretty sure there's a... There you are. I thought I was missing one of you. Aha! Gotcha. Just gonna pray real quick and keep Xanathar's favor up. 22%. It's not bad, but we've got room to grow. We've got room to work. Okay, let's see here. Alright, yeah, let's head back to Riverwood. We're gonna unlock... We're actually gonna gain a little bit of experience by unlocking this location here. This is actually from the mod Skyrim Underground, which adds in a bunch of a dungeon network underground if you wanted to do a more immersive approach to not necessarily fast travel, but a little dungeon that you run through in order to travel between locations. So it's like a dungeon under Skyrim that connects all the major holds and cities. It's pretty fun, but they don't recommend going into that until you're level 10. Of course, since I'm using this experience mod, those levels are kind of superfluous. But anyway, so we're here now at Riverwood. This is a good place to stop for now. I hope you guys have enjoyed the playthrough just thus far. This is going to be a fun treasure hunter build with a large mix in spell development. I'm going to try and keep this routine where one video is, running through a dungeon and the next is processing everything, because with spell research there is just so much to learn and develop. Very immersive, but it will double the length of your playthrough easily. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Let me know in the comments below what you like the most about this playthrough build. What kind of things would you do differently to make it more immersive, or if you're the less patient type, more tolerable. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Take care.